I just had a quick correction I wanted to make on Surskit's bio before getting into the main episode. I basically said Surskit is good for nothing. However, at level 9, Surskit does learn Sweet Scent, which gives it a niche in that you can use Sweet Scent outside of battle to attract hordes in the same way you could with Honey. So, don't just catch Surskit for Honey. Catch it and train it to level 9, and then you can encounter hordes whenever you want. That's all. Yeah, I would. We now have a level 40 Glalie, named Snowgrave, from the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire demo, and this is the last reward I had yet to transfer in. It won't obey us right now, but it is funny to have it registered in the Pokedex. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and it feels so good to be saying that. The week videos for this Let's Play started going up, I got extremely sick, and I'm still not, like, better necessarily entirely, but I'm good enough that I can talk at least, which I have not been for a bit, so I am real excited about that. Between videos, Puff got replaced by a different Puff because I found one that actually knew Bullet Seed and had Quick Feet. I have a short going over details on that in the Shorts tab on my channel, I guess. I'm not putting it on the end screen, but yeah, that exists. And then also, I have been planting berries every day, as you can see. 26 Pecha, 83 Oran, 22 Cherry, 2 Aspare, 230 Chesto, 235 Lepa. This is 235 Ethers. We are never going to be hurting for PP restoration items ever again. As if we have at all up to this point, but, you know, Lepa berries are one of those berries where once you get one, you should start planting them immediately, because they have a lesser base yield than most other berries, so the more you plant and the more you water them, the more returns you'll get. So yeah, this time, we're going to be beginning to explore Rustboro City, where we arrived in the last episode. So, you made it here to Rustboro too, Aura. It's a real city, huh? Nothing like Little Root. Oh, did you know? There's a Pokemon gym here too. As soon as I gather a few more Pokemon, I'll be trying my team against it. See ya! The only route with wild Pokemon that way only has wild Pokemon that will be absolutely terrible against the upcoming gym, so good luck, Brendan. You. Every now and then I see that old sailor who lives by the sea, Mr. Briny, taking a stroll through the tunnel. Cool, he is gone from his cottage right now, so maybe that's where he is. In here, they sell absolutely nothing that the previous Pokemon didn't sell. However, I do have balm mushrooms to sell that I got in Petalburg Woods. That recurring item only recurred once, so I guess it's not all too common, but still, 12,500 Poke, I'll take it. Ooh, we also had the Bright Powder. I should give that to somebody, probably. If you want, you can also sell berries, but they only go for 10 Poke. As you can see, 235 Lepa berries is getting us less than we just got from 2 Balm Mushrooms, so Lord knows how the goddamn economy in this region works, but whatever. Hello. I'm buying some antidotes in case I run into any Shroomish in Petalburg Woods. They don't learn Poison Powder for a while, at least. Maybe Effect Spore is what you're worried about, I guess? I don't know, I'd be more worried about Paralyze Heals. I'd sure like to get an escape rope in case I get lost in a cave. With an escape rope, it only takes a second to get back to the entrance. That's true, but they don't sell those here. Has a lot of HP. Excuse me, trainer over there, do you have a minute? You know, sometimes moves are too strong to catch a Pokemon. You end up making a Pokemon faint even when you don't want to. For such a common problem, use this. TM54 False Swipe. This is a great, great move to be getting this early. False Swipe is a very handy move. No matter how many times it's used on the opposing Pokemon, it won't cause the Pokemon to faint. I'm offering it for free right now. This is a limited time promotion. This is great for shiny hunting or for catching Pokemon using the Dex Nav, so Yeah, if your catcher can learn it, you should teach it to him. Unfortunately, only Puff can learn it. I was really hoping that Sleepy would be able to, but she's not going to be on the team all that much longer. So I guess it's not a huge deal. I'm also going to give the Bright Powder to Puff for now. Having attacks just coincidentally miss her might be kind of nice. Anyway, we are going to head into the Pokemon Center next. There's nothing in here, but I just want to heal because I'm pretty sure Puff is missing some PP or something. And I don't have any way of healing that on my own. Has anyone told you that you have the looks of a Hex Maniac? Not recently. Then I see. What do you look like? Oh, you're that guy. Okay. I need to see what all these trainer classes actually look like in this generation. Honestly, I gotta go with Pokemon Ranger. I see, a Pokemon Ranger. Now that you mention it, I can see it. Thanks. This will set your PSS icon, so what other players will see you as on the PSS. You'll remember that Robin looked like a Hex Maniac before. Yeah, this is how you set that. At least initially. We'll go more into that later, maybe. But it's not all that necessary, too. My Pokemon has a naive nature, and my friend's has a jolly nature. It's fascinating how Pokemon have personalities. Yeah, don't tell me at all what those do, though. The man next door gave me an HM. I used to teach my Pokemon how to cut down spiky trees. She has a gym badge then. I heard that Pokemon centers had 2 stories up until around 10 years ago, and they used to have a special area called a Pokemon Cable Club. He's referencing how these games used to use the link cable up until Pokemon Emerald when the, well, up until Leaf Green and Fire Red, technically, when the wireless adapter was the thing, and then starting from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, there was a basement where you just did everything via local wireless or Wi-Fi, and yeah, just a remnant of this game being from 2003. There would be stairs going upstairs right over here where this potted plant is, and the good old days. Anyway, going back down to actually look on the street with the Pokemart on it. These people. If a Pokemon gains experience survival, the way it looks can sometimes change. Yeah, that's true. Pokemon can change the way they look? That could be quite a shock. Well, not really. Usually you're expecting it, like the game tells you it's happening. For my own Pokemon, I give them perfectly suited nicknames. It's my expression of, originality. Yes, that's it. True. By giving the name Pikachu to a Shroomish doesn't seem right. Although I do understand the importance of giving a familiar nickname to your Pokemon. He named it Pikachu. God. We're still not quite there yet as far as laughing goes, I guess. That's fine. Oh, man. Hello. Do you use detector mode on the Dex Nav? Apparently, the more you encounter the same Pokemon, the better the search function will be. Its accurate search capability allows you to find rare Pokemon. They say you can find Pokemon with strange moves or rare abilities. Buddy, if you saw my playtime right now, 8 hours and 28 minutes before Gym 1. I'm well aware, man. No way, I don't want to share a room with my little brother. I'm a grown-up woman. Okay. My parents got a house while raising the 2 of us. I have the highest respect for my parents. Well, that's good. Time really flies when I'm doing housework. Perhaps I should hire a Pokemon housekeeper. What will you pay them? Do Pokemon use Poke? Well, actually, I guess in Mystery Dungeon they do, so. I don't know anything about Pokopia yet. I don't know if there's currency. I don't know if it's a socialist paradise or what's going on there yet. We'll get there one day. Every Pokemon has a special gift or skill it can use. This is called its ability. I'm aware. Pokemon are such mysterious creatures. I've been with them for years, but I still find something new every day. Cool. Me too. On a good day, at least. Oh, it's just so hard. What's hard? Do you even have to ask? Planning meals every day. It's hard to come up with different ideas every day. Well, just don't then. It's stuff with pretty Pokemon knickknacks. I don't... Only one of those is a Pokemon. I have to check if it'll let me read. Nope. You also always have to check the trash cans if you're a Pokemon fan because of that one trash can in the SSN with the Great Ball. Even though they almost never actually put things in trash cans. Okay, the house with the trees in front of it now. That determined expression, that limber way you move, and your well-trained Pokemon. You're obviously a skilled trainer. No, wait, don't say a word. I can tell just by looking at you. I'm sure that you will be capable of putting this HM to good use. No need to be modest or shy. Go on, take it. HM01 Cut. He has copies, apparently, so whatever. Any Pokemon that's learned Cut can chop down prickly trees if the trainer has earned the Stone Badge. HMs like this can be used outside of battle, too, with the right badges. As he said, Cut can be used outside of battle, so it's worth teaching to something. However, it is a 50 power move with 95% accuracy. This is worse than Headbutt, which Zigzagoon and Shroomish learn early. So yeah, it's pretty worthless, and I'd only recommend teaching this to a Pokemon you don't plan on using long term. HM moves can't be forgotten until after we've already obtained 6 gym badges. Zigzagoon is an excellent HM user, so it's worth keeping 1 or 2 around even outside of just using it for pickup. I went ahead and taught it to all 3 of our Zigzagoon. Any Pokemon that's learned Cut can chop down prickly trees, and okay, well, in the original games at least, I don't remember if he said so here or not, but he used Cut in order to clear the area around Rustboro City, implying he's been here since the city started its, development, which is neat. Oh, who might you be? You're a new face around these parts. Have you just transferred into the Pokemon Trainer School? Who needs school? I'm a big kid. Alright, in here, this is like in a little apartment complex. Grower. Cool. This building houses many employees of the Devon Corporation and their families. As she said, we'll be seeing that. You. My dad's a real ace in the Devon Corporation, I'll have you know. It's no wonder I'm an ace myself. Here, I'll give you something that an ace trainer like me uses. A float stone. Nice, thanks, man. If you have a Pokemon hold a float stone, its weight will be halved. Although it looks like it'll be a while before you can use something like this as well as I can. For some reason, I've put on a lot of weight recently. The float stone is an item that halves the Pokemon's weight. This has very niche uses. Basically, what it does is it makes Heat Crash or Grass Knot do less damage to your Pokemon at this point, but I don't know, it's not an overly useful item, but I love the joke of him using the float stone to remain slim and then turning into a hiker as soon as you leave the room. It's such a good joke. I love Game Freak. Way back in the old days, Devon was just a teeny tiny company. My daddy works at Devon. This here's something he made. I can't use it, so you can have it. A Premier Ball. We already have quite a few of those, but thank you, young child. I will use it wisely. Up here. More employees, probably. Devon's president likes to collect rare stones. He also makes me carry around my clipboard and continue doing research even when I'm at home. I need to get out of this job. Didn't someone say the president's son likes to collect rare stones too? I don't know. I don't listen to rumors about rich people. I don't care about rich people. Who do you think I am? I hate rich people. The Devon Corporation. For all your living needs, we make it all. They're like General Electric. Don't trust them. Hey, that's that Pokénap Plus. That's one of our products. Makes me happy when I see people using something we made. Okay, man. Hello and welcome to the Devon Corporation. We are the proud producers of items and medicine that enhances your life. They're even worse. They're Johnson & Johnson. They do have Ammonite and Kabuto back there, though. That's cool. I like those Pokemon. Although, it feels kind of like a missed opportunity that they don't have the Hoenn fossils there. Is that a window or a TV screen or a painting? Got no idea. I'm sorry, but only authorized people are allowed to enter. I seem authorized enough. I'm sorry, but only authorized people are allowed to enter. Okay, never mind, I guess. Never let us have any fun in these places. Yeah, that's all there is there for now. It's not really much to see around Devon Corporation. The Devon Corporation. That's kind of a mouthful, so we just say Devon. The company makes all sorts of convenient products. Yeah, that's Devon. Who's Devon? Why is it called that? Anyway, this building is the Pokemon Trainer School. We'll teach you anything about Pokemon. Cool. This song. This is some of the goofiest music in the Pokemon series, and they knew it too because they brought it back in Fire Red and Leaf Green just for one tiny little cutscene in the Sevi Islands where a man has you do the Chansey dance to get a full party heal. It's ridiculous, but I love it. Hey, I'm not a weird man. I'm the head of this school. To prove that, I'll share some knowledge with you. I'll explain about the various badges you can get in the Hoenn region. Okay. If you have a stone badge, Pokemon up to level 20 will obey your every command. So this had a little more use in older games because the badges actually raised your Pokemon stats and, like, allowed you to use HMs. Not really so much of a problem here. I mean, HMs, obviously, yes, but he doesn't even tell you what HMs they allow you to use, so basically he just tells you what level of Pokemon they allow to obey you, and the gym leaders already do that when you earn the badges. And you can also just check on your trainer card, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, actually. Well, in future games you can. So yeah, it's pretty worthless. Pokemon can hold items, but they don't know what to do with man-made items like potions and antidotes. Except for the man-made items they do know how to use, like throat spray. They are trading. C-Dot for Lotad, it looks like. A Pokemon holding a berry will heal itself. There are many kinds of items that Pokemon can hold. It sure is hard taking all these notes. You know how Pokemon moves can confuse a Pokemon? A confused Pokemon will sometimes attack without meaning to itself, but once it leaves battle, it will return to normal. Cool. I'm pretty sure there's something you can get in here. Students who don't study get a little taste of my Quick Claw, you see. Whether or not you are a good student will be evident from the way you use this item. The Quick Claw! Okay, yeah, it's him who gives it to you, I didn't know that. A Pokemon holding the Quick Claw will occasionally speed up and get to move before its opponent, you see. There are many other items that are meant to be held by Pokemon. Just those alone will give you many topics to study. That is true, competitive players have been bitching about the lack of items in Pokemon Champions recently, which is kind of just funny to me. Yeah, so if we check the blackboard, it lists status changes that may affect Pokemon in battle. I can go over this better than the whiteboard and probably faster. Starting from Burns. Burns drop the attack stat by 50%, inflict 1/8 of a Pokemon's HP and damage every turn. Fire types are immune to this. Freezes prevent a Pokemon from moving with a 20% chance of thawing out every turn, and ice types are immune. Paralysis drops speed by 25% and adds a 25% chance for inflicted Pokemon to be unable to move. Poisoning inflicts damage equal to 1/8 of a Pokemon's HP every turn. Poison and Steel types are immune. There's also a variant called Badly Poison, which starts dealing 1/16 of a Pokemon's HP, but increases by another 1/16 every time it starts taking damage, and after 8 turns, the poison will knock a Pokemon out even from full health. Sleep prevents a Pokemon from moving for 1 to 3 turns and nothing is immune to it. Except for Pokemon with abilities like Insomnia, but type-wise, nothing is immune. Anyway, as he said, the Quick Claw basically just gives your Pokemon a chance to move first. I believe it's a 20% chance, but I can't say for sure. I'll put on screen what it is. Hello. The gym leader Roxanne knows a lot about Pokemon. She's really strong, too. The trainer school is excellent. If you study there, you might one day become a gym leader. Cool. I need to go to the Pokemon Center real quick. I'm gonna put Sleepy away in the box for now. We're going to be staying within Rustboro City, and she's level 17. She'd be absolute overkill at the gym. And I need to slack off in my party right now. In the house east of the gym, this kid. Do you nickname your Pokemon? I gave a cool name of mine, but when I call my Pokemon by that name, people laugh at me. It was okay. Want to trade your Slack off for my Makuhita? Okay. Let's see what joke of a nickname this kid gave his Makuhita. I didn't need to put a Pokemon away. It actually asks you to choose from your box. The games are really inconsistent with whether they're going to do that or not, so I usually just make sure by grabbing a Pokemon and putting it in my party, but not in this case. Good to know for the future, I guess. Oh, this is so exciting. Sorry, Slackoth doesn't have a nickname, but... Oh, yes, it does. It's Larry. Bye, Larry. Daryl sent over Makit. Don't you get curious about what other people name their Pokemon? Usually I'll just ask, but I guess that's a very human thing to do when you're an NPC. Anyway, Makit, the Makuhita, is a powerhouse physical attacker with low speed and pretty low defensive capabilities as well, though that's largely made up for by its gargantuan HP stat. It arrives knowing Arm Thrust and will learn Fake Out in a single level, making this Makuhita an easy answer to the gym leader's ace. This Makuhita is also guaranteed to have Guts, the better of its two standard abilities. It has a perfect 31 as its attack IV, and it also comes holding an X attack. It will also grow faster than most Pokemon thanks to the boost all traded Pokemon get. You'll be able to get your own Makuhita later if you want its hidden ability or any of its egg moves, but this isn't a bad option if you're willing to put up with the kind of garbage nickname. No offense to the kid who was just insecure about the nickname he gave it. Plus attack minus speed is a great nature. I am curious what the 31s are because I mean, no, I'm not, because I just said it's its attack IV. Sorry, sometimes I give these, like, bios that are, like, I have to say them in the middle of a video, and then I just don't really listen to myself as I'm reading them. Yeah, you know how it is. Going to take that X attack because it could actually be useful. And, yeah. Next stop. There's a route north of Rustboro City. Route 115. Hello. Exploring a cave isn't like walking on a road. You never know when wild Pokemon will appear. Suspense. Truly. Yeah. We are on Route 115, that's for sure. There's really nothing here, except for an item on the beach, which I guess I will go grab, because I enjoy grabbing items when they become available to grab. Zinc. That increases special defense EVs by 10, but only up to the first 100. We'll be going over, like, stat boosting items in more detail later, but for now, I mean, you can use it on a Pokemon if you have one that you want to focus on special defense. It's a good item, it's just not overly necessary in a game where you already have super training. Other than that, we don't have the ability to cross the water right now. There's literally nothing for us on Route 115, except for a zinc, if you want a zinc. What is this? Is there anything here? No, I've checked every tile. No hidden item or anything? What is the... What? Okay. Time-saving tunnel nearing completion. That's what it says on the sign, but there's also a big X splashed across it in red paint. Yeah. We could head out onto Route 116 now and go over all the Pokemon. Your reward for doing so will be access to Whismur, Nincada, and Skitty. We're going to be heading out onto Route 116 pretty much immediately after our gym battle for other reasons, though, so we're actually just going to be heading straight to the gym now. In a moment. Alright, let's head in. Hello. You must be a new challenger. I am Roxanne, the Rustboro City Pokémon Gym Leader. I became a gym leader so that I may apply and battle all that I've learned at the Pokémon Trainer School. If you defeat me in a Pokémon battle, I'll present you with the gym badge as proof of your strength as a trainer. Please take up the challenge. I look forward to seeing you as a challenger. Until then, farewell. Alright. Not often you get a gym leader greeting you. This gym is so cool. They turned it into a museum, which works so well for rock types, and the moving Kabutops in the background and the glowing eyes on the Lil Eep statue. It's so cool. Yo, how's it going? Listen, my friend, would you like to become the champion? I'm no trainer, not me, but I can sure give you winning advice. That's settled then. We'll aim for the Pokemon Championship together. It's your job as a trainer to collect gym badges, am I right? But gym leaders aren't pushovers. And that's where I come in. I'm here to provide expert advice. Roxanne, the gym leader here, is a user of Rock-type Pokemon. The Rock type is very durable, but it can't stand Water-type and Grass-type moves. Come see me afterward if you beat the gym leader. Well, go for it. Yeah, we're not going to be having a very hard time here because both of our team members are Grass types. The exhibits are set up in such a way that you can skip the trainer battles in here, so feel free to if you want, but that's not really the way I roll. I prefer to get as much experience as possible. Don't take us gym trainers lightly. I'll show you why we're better. Okay. I think gyms are something that Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire do very, very right as remakes. They do their best to make these gyms actually tie in more with the gym leaders' types and make them operate with multiple purposes in the same way the Unova Region's gyms did. And, like, I just love it. I think it doesn't work as well when they were trying to change something that already existed. Like, they weren't changing the exteriors of the gyms to fit more with the series or anything, but the interiors being like this is cool at least. Without the freedom to totally rework the gyms and gym leaders, it can sort of feel a little forced at times, but I appreciate the effort because, I mean, Unova did the best ever with gyms, and I will not ever take that back because I genuinely believe it. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I'm sort of just relying on Puff using Bullet Seed because she needs the experience and it's 4 times super effective on Geodude, but that was a lot of damage from just a tackle. I think it was a critical hit, but still. Okay, Puff learned Leech Seed. That's good. That's one of her most important moves. You were too good for me. Yeah, heard that one before. Alright, you next. If you can't beat me, you won't stand a chance against Roxanne. Okay, Tommy. What do you know with a single Geodude? I think Puff will probably be able to handle this. Honestly, like, despite the fact that this is the new Puff, this isn't the Puff I was using up to this point, she's doing fine. She's consistently hitting more than 2 times with Bullet Seed when she needs to, so that's really what matters. I think I said before, but I'll say it again. Bullet Seed on its own really is not a good move, and Shroomish does not have the ability that makes it a good move. It'll just be a good move once Shroomish evolves, so just please take my word for it. I'll make you feel the power of the number 2 trainer at this school. This isn't a school, this is a gym. I know they're like saying, oh, she's another like student of the trainer school within the city like Roxanne, but I mean, you're saying this school as if we were standing in the school now and we're just not. And Puff is going to destroy your Geodude in 1 turn. Right, Puff? God. I had to say it. I had to say that she would do that, so of course she wasn't actually going to do that. That's fine. 2 turns is better than 1? That's not correct. Whatever. Puff grew to level 10. That's what really matters here. How disappointing. I fell to number 3. True, although I'm not a student of the school, so I guess it's not true. Everyone seems to think I am, though, so that counts for something. We are set for this gym battle. We have 2 grass types as our main team members, and we have a fighting type in the back if anything goes wrong, so yeah, this is not going to be very hard. Nice full heal from Zugzagoon there. Alright, let's do this. Just as I expected. I knew you and your Pokémon would be able to get this far. Now, would you kindly demonstrate how you battle with your Pokémon? Versus Roxanne. This song. I'm insane about it. It's such a f***ing good song, I'm sorry. Okay, Geodude was level 12 rock ground type, sturdy for the ability, so it can't be taken down in a single hit. Multi-hit moves don't count, knowing the moves Tackle, Defense Curl, and Rock Tomb. And Nosepass is level 14 rock type, Magnet Pull for the ability, knowing the moves Tackle, Harden, and Rock Tomb. So it's the same Pokemon because Harden and Defense Curl are the exact same move. I'm gonna be honest, this might be my favorite gym leader theme. I know I said the same thing when I was Let's Playing Pokemon Black and White, and those games have my favorite gym leader theme as a gym leader theme. Like, just the way that it's dynamic, so the music changes when certain things happen in battle in that game is really cool. But the way this song sounds in every appearance is good. Pokemon Coliseum, again, has the best version of this song. This is easily second best version. It's just so good, man. It doesn't need to be a gym leader theme. It's just a great battle theme, and that's what really matters to me, is I'm not necessarily judging it from a gym leader theme point of view. I'm just judging how it sounds when it and like when it goes into my ears, and like it's great, okay? As for Roxanne, I really like her redesign for this game. I think most of the gym leaders and their designs improved pretty drastically in this game, with only a couple exceptions, but Roxanne especially got a huge glow up. In the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, I mean, she sort of just looked like a schoolgirl, which is what she is, but they sort of took all those design elements and just turned them up to 11 in this version of the game, and that's so cool to me. What else is cool is Puff absolutely obliterated her team and gained full health back on the last turn. Puff! She realized I'm still sick, so she's doing even better for me. I appreciate it. She's trying to learn Mega Drain. Do I want to get rid of Tackle? No, I kind of like having Tackle just as a move that isn't Grass type if I need it. I'm gonna give up on Mega Drain and keep Bullet Seed. So, I lost. It seems that I still have much more to learn. I understand. The Pokemon League's rules state that trainers receive this if they defeat a gym leader. Please accept the official Pokemon League Stone Badge. Our first badge. The Stone Badge enables Pokemon to use the HM move Cut outside of battle. All Pokemon up to level 20, even those you get in trades, will also obey you. And please take this with you too. TM39 Rock Tomb. This is a 60 power rock type move with 95% accuracy that lowers the target's speed stat. The move Rock Tomb not only inflicts damage by dropping rocks, it also lowers the target's speed. If you use the TM, it instantly teaches the move to a Pokemon. You can use the TM as many times as you want, so please try it out. on all the Pokemon I have that can learn it. Let's see. Oh! I didn't actually think Trico would be able to learn it. I was hoping Puff would. I know Puff can once she evolves, but that's gonna be a bit, so... Manuka? Honestly, I will give this to her. It covers her flying type weakness, and, like, that's not bad at all. I think I'll get rid of Absorb at this point. If I need to, I can teach Puff False Swipe, and, like, Absorb is really not doing anything anymore, so there's really nothing to lose by doing that. God, what an insane gym. I'm pretty sure I can just use Lepa Berries on Bullet Seed and Leech Seed, and Puff will be back to full health, and we don't even need a Pokemon Center. God, she dominated in here. That feels good, honestly. It's very validating picking a team member and then immediately having her sweep the first gym. Unfortunately, that means Manuka didn't really get to fight here, but I think he'll get his chance in the next gym, probably. For now, though, that was satisfying. All right, cool. That's our first gym down. Out of the way, move it! Wait, please! Don't take those parts! Yeah, don't go after him too fast, man. Yeah, just stop there. Walk slowly after him and then stop. I forgot to talk to this guy. Whoa, what a breathtaking victory! My cheering must have worked. Great, check your trainer card. The stone badge you got should be recorded on it. In other words, you've climbed the first step on the stairs to the championship. Also, I'm not Southern anymore. Now I am. There we go. Very promising. Thanks. As he said, checking our trainer card, we have our stone badge. And Roxanne is also no longer a silhouette. Ah, it's such a cool badge design. I really like the stone badge. All right. With that done, we have our first gym badge after an absolutely explosive debut battle for Puff. I mean, I guess it's not a debut if she also swept all the gym trainers, but I guess an explosive debut gym for Puff? Next time on Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we're going to be heading after Team Magma and helping that scientist out. See you guys then.